Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm a sorta kinda really terrible person. This will be explained mid-video. I love amusement parks. I love roller coasters. I love the feeling of being weightless. I love putting my hands up and just going that. I love that. That's my favorite. Now, when lining up for a roller coaster, you have a few choices. You can either wait in the really long line waiting for the very first cart in the front of the roller coaster. You can choose the slightly shorter but still really long line for the very back, or you can hop on relatively quickly if you go for somewhere in the middle. Everyone thinks that the front is the best, but the back achieves the highest speed. So if that's your thing, you should go for the back. Well, the front, you have the advantage of not seeing anyone in front of you and you just plummet down the drops. Personally, when I get on a roller coaster, I'll waffle back and forth between going for the very front, the very back, or the most immediate seating in the middle. But every now and then I'll do something particularly deplorable. I will intentionally line myself up behind some impressionable, nervous, younger looking folks. And when the roller coaster is climbing and nearing its first massive drop, I'll start freaking out about how scared I am. And then I might spout off a fictitious news story about how this roller coaster broke down last summer and a bunch of people were fatally wounded. I'll start pointing out little details like about how rusty the track looks. And this is all while I'll be intermittently injecting hysterics like, I just want to get up right now, I can't do it, I'm so scared. You better stop this thing right now, I cannot. I don't know why you convinced me to go on this thing. This thing looks about as well built as the one I made on Roller Coaster Tycoon! Woo! Then I may possibly insist that I'm about to be sick and start dry heaving. Which I'm not going to do on camera. You have to be there for that. Then I just usually go straight to crying. And by then we're going down the first drop. And I just put my hands up and start screaming. It's good fun. Pretty horrible, but... And I'd say about 70% of the time the kids in front of me are just frozen with fear. The other 30% will be quietly giggling. They know they're gonna be fine. I know it sounds horrible, but I know what it's like. Like, this was done to me as a kid. And not by strangers, mind you, but family. Okay, I learned to swim by being dragged down a dock, kicking and screaming, and then being thrown into 7-foot water. Life is rough. But this whole charade, it makes the ride that much more of a rush, especially when you're young, because you don't know you're gonna be okay. You're sort of impressionable, but I like to think that I'm not traumatizing them for life, and I also like to think that my dramatics make the ride that much more interesting and lively. Like, oh, you thought you were going to an amusement park? Actually, you are going to a theme park, and the theme is Alexis is weird and finds demented ways to entertain herself. And I may be terrible, but kids, for some reason, love me. Like, they gravitate towards me. And I am really great with kids. People don't normally think that about me, but I'm really great with kids. I taught an art class for a year to 1st through 5th graders. There was this one boy in particular. He was a troublemaker, and like his teachers had given up on him and his peers had written him off, but I got through to him. All he needed was a little extra attention. Eventually he was helping me clean up after class, and then he wanted more assignments, and oh my gosh. So, I like amusement parks. My favorite part about amusement parks by far is not scaring children or even roller coasters or losing my voice or cotton candy. My favorite thing by far is when people have to put their loose phones, shoes, purses, wallets, sunglasses, other belongings into little cubbies or other constructs before they go on a ride. I like that because people are forced to trust others. Although usually coercion with anything is not something I am agreeable towards. But I like this because I like that people would rather trust others and allow their things to become a victim to theft rather than destruction. Bye! I'm not sure if you noticed, but I just made my hand into a roller coaster. Visual literacy. I'm not sure if what I did was clever or excruciatingly lame, but visual literacy, folks, that's what's up. I feel weird when I say things like that. Things like that's what's up. Unless I'm singing along to that Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zero song. That song's what's up.